I'd finished my the equivalent of A levels, we call it a higher school certificate then. I was waiting to go into university when this opportunity arose, and I joined. I'm 68, and next year in June I celebrate my 50th year in the Air Force. I grew up on an air base. We had quarters. Yeah, my father worked there. The idea of flying was, of course, something that everybody around the air base would probably hope for, but know that they will never get, you see, because it was a British outfit. There was no notice of when the British were supposed to leave. I mean, when we were growing up, you know, that wasn't evident at that time. But once the news came up that the British were pulling out, very quickly we also knew that once the British pull out, we are on our own. Singapore had to have a credible air defense system. So when an opportunity like this came about, you joined. Something that you had looked at but never thought would happen. This photo was taken in March 1969. We were waiting for the first RSAF aircraft to land at an RSAF controlled airbase in 1969. Tengah and Changi were still in the hands of the British. This is Tengah. And this was the group of people that helped me to make sure that in the midst of all the upheavals on the aerodrome, we didn't lose a single day's flying. I would like to think that the Air Force have always had a very inclusive culture, you know. This was our commissioning parade, very significant. And it was signed by our first president. It was a very emotional point in your life when you get your commission from, you know, president. Yeah, when we first started, of course, in the early years, I think manpower, we would need help. Only because we didn't have the infrastructure, certainly not the experience. After that, we developed to make sure that we had a deterrent capability. The Air Force sort of shaped us closer to how we would have the capability for crises in peace to war. In the post 9/11, Singapore had to be protected. And so at very short notice, the Air Force came together into a very heightened state of preparedness and readiness. It was a source of great pride for me to see an entirely new generation, you know, coming together and responding to a national crisis. Very satisfied that I have, in my own humble way, contributed to its development. Very happy that I've had over the years so many colleagues, brilliant minds, very dedicated people that work for me and with me.